It's a robot. Ash is a goddamn robot. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by, continuing my just showcasing of, retro LaserDisc. In this case, I guess it's still technically old enough to probably call it a retro LaserDisc showcasing video, but it's not quite as retro as late 70s, early 80s, and it's instead of early 80s, it's early 90s. I'm coming at you to showcase what they call the special widescreen collector's edition of Ridley Scott's Alien. This is I already showcased the version they did of the film Aliens, which ironically came out a year before this one that I got used for $3. This one I bought new, probably 94, 95 or something like that. This has a release date of, or a copyright year of 1992, Fox Video Incorporated, all rights reserved. So it's kind of ironic that the first movie came out a year after the deluxe release of the second movie, and this one of course being my favorite of the Alien franchise. Ridley Scott's Alien to me just holds up like so few films do, and it's just unbelievable. I can only imagine what people thought of this when it came out in 1979. It must have just been like just king shit amazing awesome stuff. This is just like with the special widescreen collector's edition of Aliens. This is a CAV slash standard play edition where it's the full feature format. There's so many versions, there's so many ways to call CAV. It's like CAV and standard play, and it's got the full feature format where they can do on any LaserDisc player whatsoever, freeze, frame by frame advance, slow motion, all this stuff that we take for granted because we can do it with absolutely any DVD or Blu-ray disc. But back in the LaserDisc era, unless you had a really high-end player, you couldn't freeze frame by frame advance, slow motion, and all this stuff unless you had a CAV LaserDisc release like this one. The problem with the CAV release is that, unlike with the standard or the CLV, the extended play version where you can put an hour per side, CAV you can only have a half hour per side. So in this case we've got 3 discs and possibly 5 sides for the movie Alien. So I think from what I know, this very well might be the first time that this movie was featured widescreen on home video. Don't quote me, I'm not sure about that, but it very well might be. So this thing being having 3 discs is actually getting kind of heavy, because unlike with the Aliens LaserDisc, I didn't take the discs out because I figured 3 discs I could hold it. I guess not. So that's the front cover. On the back here you can see, "In space, no one can hear you scream." And kind of just your standard couple pictures here. And I'll just read some of this. You can pause and read the rest if you so choose. New digital transfer supervised by Ridley Scott. CAV format for frame-by-frame analysis. Full-color brochure including program notes and chapter listings. Exclusive collectors section including, and you can read all that stuff that the exclusive collectors section that is including. You can pause and read that if you want to, but as I said, this was released in 1992. It features, including, in addition to analog audio with the CX noise reduction, we've got the glorious digital sound and the Dolby surround sound, whatever. Listening option, of course. Back when, I was trying to think when I got my, first Dolby Pro Logic receiver. I want to say that was probably 1994 as well. That's when I got my first LaserDisc player from a pawn shop. So I was really home theatering it up back in 1994. I don't know, maybe 93, 94 for sure when I got my first Dolby Pro Logic surround sound receiver, because I was just all about the home, just the best way to experience movies at home and replicating the theatrical theater experience as much as possible at home, from a young age of being a teenager and stuff. So as I showcased with the I've already shown you the back, but I don't know why I'll show you like this. I've already showcased on the Aliens version of a release like this the way the thing's supposed to work, but it was, since the person who had it was just so sloppy with it or whatever. You can see, how mine is like pristine frickin' shape, but I'll show you how it works when it's actually not broke. See, it opens up like this, and that kind of just stays like that. Then you've got your little I'll just use my nose and shut this. You've got your little booklet here, and just like with the Aliens one, I'll just show you this in pictures. I'm not even gonna, well, maybe I will just kind of open it just to show you the grand scope of it, or the basic gist of it. But unlike the Aliens one where we only have one signature, this is kind of cool because we've got 3 signatures. I mean, they're reprintings of signatures. They didn't sign this. But you've got Dan O'Bannon. All these people were alive still back then, which was kind of fun. You've got Dan O'Bannon here saying a little blurb, which you can pause and read if you want. H.R. Geiger saying a little blurb and signing it, as well as Dan O'Bannon. And of course, Ridley Scott saying a little blurb and signing it as well, with photos and stuff. So that's kind of cool. The way this thing works is you can open it up like this, and then it opens up like this. And, you know, I'm not going to even bother. Okay, fine. I'll just do this to give you the basic gist of it. This is how this works. But I'll show you pictures of these as well as I could, or as well as I can, so you guys can hopefully take a look-see. Here's like a really cool picture of the model, and then giving you a little information on the commercial towing vehicle, the Nostromo here. You've got your chapter stops. So it looks like the movie actually, you know, was actually fit on 4 sides here. And then, oh cool, unlike with the Aliens Collector's Edition thing, looks like they use all the sides here, which is commendable. So you've got basically, the 3rd disc is nothing but, you know, special features, which is really cool. As you can see here, side 5, part 1 pre-production, part 2 production. Oh cool, side 6 is part 3 post-production. That's really cool. So unlike, and I was kind of, I shared with you guys how it was kind of disappointing with the Aliens Collector's Edition LaserDisc release, that they've got 4 discs and one of the sides isn't even used. It's like, come on, man, you're gonna put out 4 discs and not use a side? I thought that was just kind of crappy. But in this release here, at least they use all of the sides, which is really kind of cool. But you know, you gotta love these pictures and stuff. And as I said, I'll show you this print stuff as well as I can, so if you guys want to, you can pause it and read it. I don't know how many of you people do that or not, but I'll give you guys the option to do so as well as I can. Looking at the disc here, I think the special widescreen collector's edition of Aliens just said Aliens, whereas this one says, a year later, it says Alien, and underneath it says special widescreen collector's edition. I kind of thought it was weird on the Aliens one that it didn't say anything about that. It just said Aliens. Well, this one said, it actually indicates on the label special widescreen collector's edition. So just like with my showcasing of the Aliens one, I'll just show side basically, I don't know, 1 and 2, and then I don't know what I'm going to do. You'll see what I'm going to do. Here, of course, is just side 1, side 2, disc 3, side 5 here for you guys. And as I said, believe it or not, 3 discs in every side used. You've got disc 3, side 6 here with, I guess, like I say, 5 and this whole disc, 5 and 6 are special features, like a 3-part kind of documentary, which is really cool. As always, hope you guys enjoyed this video showcasing what might be the last LaserDisc release of the motion picture Alien from 1979. It wouldn't be too long. Well, actually, I don't know, almost, I think the first DVD release of the Alien movies came out in 1999. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next video.